minute, man, I swear that she can get it.
I recognize your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit, high maintenance, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday.
What's up, my crowds of tiaras? Welcome to E-Toxic Tea Lounge. Everything in this video is allegedly. Let's talk. All right. So today, the only thing we're going to be talking about is Diddy. Yes. So, if y'all are unaware of the things that's going on right now, Diddy is hit with some more allegations, 73 or 70-something pages long of court documents regarding Lil Rod. He came forward. He's not playing with Diddy. He's like, listen, I'm getting you. Okay? So we're going to get into some of the things. Now, listen. We are not going to be getting into 73 or whatever 70-something pages of court documents in this video. We are not doing that. But we are going to go over some of the things that's already circulating online when it comes to certain parts of the court documents. Now, I didn't read all of it. I got to like 40. I was falling asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm already tired. I'm trying to get these videos out for tomorrow, which is March 1st. Okay? So you will be getting this March 1st. So hello, everybody. March 1st. Hey, we in March. Anyway, let's get into the antics. Okay? So now, Lil Rod, if you do not know who he is, he produced Diddy's album, The Love Album. Okay? Now he has witness statements. He has video, audio recordings. He also have images. Okay. Now Diddy required Rod to record him. Yes. He wanted him to record him. So he was just like, it said that he was living with Diddy at one point in time, for a certain amount of, time. So, and Diddy will always require Mr. Rod to record him, okay? Just recording him or whatever the case may be, right? So, okay. So, I'm looking at my notes real quick, okay? Because y'all know how I do with my notes, okay? So, boom. Now, Diddy, his staff, and guests were doing illegal activities. Evidence, also was ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, shrooms, unregistered firearms. So I'm just naming things, some things that are in the court documents, right? Laced alcoholic drinks, okay, to minors and sex workers in Diddy's homes in Cali, New York, Virgin Islands, Florida. His son, Christian Combs, was also alleged drugging and SA with women, okay? Camera about Diddy saying he will leverage relationships with TD Jakes to soften impact on public image with Cassie's lawsuit, okay? These are things that's being said in the court documents by Rod. Young Miami cousin, SA Rod, okay? Cuba Gooding, an actor, also is alleged SA harassing and assaulting Rod. Okay, Diddy and Jay Combs, who is his other son, involved in a shooting. Diddy instructed he tell police he had nothing to do with it and say that he was hit by a drive-by outside, right? This is what Rod is saying Diddy told him, okay? So basically, just lied to the police, right? Witnesses were scared but said that they will speak up if they were ordered a subpoena, okay? He got G-Man. Okay, G-Man was the alleged person that got shot, okay, at this time, okay? But Rod said that he still has the clothing from the time of that incident where G, the person that got shot by alleged Diddy and his son, whatever altercation happened, right, in the bathroom. He's saying that he still got them clothes. So he's saying there might be some DNA. It still got stains on it and all type of stuff. Now, let's see. Now, Diddy essayed him, okay? Unwanted groping on his anus and genitals. Diddy had him watching Stevie J, like a Orno, okay? Stevie J going to Pound Town on a Caucasian man. Convincing is what Diddy was trying to do, is what Rob was basically saying, right? February 2nd, 2023, an incident. He believes Diddy drugged him. He woke up naked, dizzy, and confused in a bed with 2 workers, if y'all know what I mean. Also, there was pictures presented in his court document. Thanksgiving night in 2022, right? Diddy asked him and DeForest Taylor to do some coke with him. Didn't have $100 bill. So Diddy asked him, take out your $100 bill. I guess that's the thing with Diddy. You got to have $100 bill in order to put the coke up on there and whatever. I don't know. But Rod said he didn't have $100 bill. And I guess they didn't, do the coke. But guess what? Diddy was waiting to do the coke with Young Miami, allegedly. So now Young Miami is a cokehead, allegedly. This is all from Rod. Okay? So Diddy had him recruiting workers, also intimidating him, promised him a Grammy for Producer of the Year because of the album, offered $250,000 to purchase instruments he wants, ownership of his $20 million property, etc. Okay? Went from promises to physical harm threats. Okay? So he basically was trying to intimidate Rod in certain things, okay? And we don't know how that's going to play out, right? So, let's see. Diddy was lacing the DeLeon liquor bottles, okay, at his parties. And I guess that he had laced some of the ones for the ones that he knows that he was going to lace, them women, them girls, or whoever he was lacing. Then he had different bottles for his guests and people that, he ain't want to violate or take advantage of. Okay, so that was what was in the court. That's what Rod said. Okay, Rod said he was uncomfortable in these parties because there were a lot of underage girls, right? Diddy forced him to stay after he tried to leave, took his car keys even. After he forced to drink this laced liquor, he woke up with a worker next to him, etc. So I guess this was something that happened repeatedly. Like I said, I didn't see through that whole 73, but this actually is what he's saying. He has been laced. He has been drugged. Every time he does, he wakes up to the random sex workers, right? He wasn't compensated for the time living with Diddy or the songs produced. Diddy offered $29K for 13 months, thousands of hours of work, 9 songs that made Love album. So he basically like, listen, I didn't get paid for none of this stuff and I need my money, okay? But that is the reason. Just because somebody is looking for something along with a lawsuit or whatever the case may be, and whatever, that doesn't mean that it's the main focus of what is going on and what's being said, right? But that is just something added on that is an issue with him, right? Was told that Diddy's head of security, Fahim, had power to make people in problems disappear. So not Mr. Fahim, the hitman. That's what it's looking like, what it sounded like. He's seen how things were and the power that he had, and he wasn't taking chances. So he basically was one of those males, one of those people, okay, that is basically overpowered by somebody else's power, their fear, because your life, anybody's life could be at risk, and it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, because sometimes some guys are not like that. You understand what I'm saying? They're not out here murdering and doing all this other stuff. They actually just regular degglers and not really about that life. So yeah, he listen, I don't got time for that, right? Diddy got hidden cameras in his home in every room. That is what Rod is saying. Diddy has all the footages of who participated in the freak off. So if these cameras are in every room, hidden cameras, that means if he's having any type of anything in any of these rooms, everything is getting caught on camera. Footages. All right. Now, let's get into some of these things, okay? Because, listen, Meek Mill, they ain't have Meek Mill name in it, but they definitely got, we gonna get into it, okay? So, let's get into this because DJ Academics stepped in the building because Meek Mill had something to say to DJ Academics. My thing is this. I'm going to just say this before we get into the thing. Meek Mill, how are you mad at anybody for voicing their opinion about things that's in the document about you? Court documents about you. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Okay, so let's get into this. So, in the court document, it has a picture. Now, Stevie J is also in this, okay? Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones' admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. Mr. Combs went so far as to share video of Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male without a condom. This was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning homosexuality. So this was being done by Diddy, to Rod to try to loosen him up about, the man-on-man interaction that he's witnessing, right? Let's see. According to Mr. Combs, this is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stevie J is doing it. That is what the quotes is in quotes in the court document, basically, of what Diddy was saying, right? Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper, and then it said redacted, and then we go down here. It says he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, how many options do you got in order to pinpoint and put two and two together of who that is? MEEKMILL, okay? So that is what's being said. So allegedly, Diddy had some Pound Town, some type of fun with Meek Mills. And then it says R&B singer also redacted. So let's go down here. He performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Usher. I just want to get up here. Up in my bed. These are my confessions. Yeah, so Usher is in here too, and Stevie J, okay? So Mr. Combs promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys, blah, 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 blah. We already spoke about that, right? So let's get into what Meek Mill's. DJ Academics, first of all, because Meek Mills is brought up. He was going viral. People's like, oh my God, right? And we're going to get into some of these things, okay? So now let's get into DJ Academics, okay? So basically, DJ Academics was like, he had the court document up. He went and read exactly what I read to y'all. Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. And he was just like, not Millie, no Mills, not Mills. So basically, he was just talking about it, right? He wasn't really saying nothing crazy in the viral clip that I seen, right? So let's get into some of these Meek Mill stuff, okay? Now, Meek Mill says, Academics, didn't I tell you stop playing with my name? I don't know what I'm going to do when I actually see you. It's going to have a combination to it, though. So this is after DJ Academics had the little rival clip to saying, he read exactly what was on the document. It wasn't even that serious. But in Meek Mill's little response or whatever, he's not denying anything. DJ Academics said, wait, did you blame me for what a lawsuit said? Like I just made it up? Laugh out loud, no way. Meek Mill also says, when I got a girl around me, I'm freaking her twice a day. Laugh out loud. Ask some of your favorites. Pudussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy Pudussy do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. Once again, this is a tactic for somebody that's trying to prove that they're not on the down low. Because what are you talking about? Why do you have to explain yourself or try to convince us that you like Pudussy? Okay? I don't know how to feel about this. And then Meek Mill reposted, don't play with the lyrics. I will really whack you about that stuff you said on the internet. So he's reposting it. So he's upset, right? Anybody going against the way of God is a heathen. Boy, And then this what they was trying to block. These labels, artists flopping. When I'm out, they not gonna be able to breathe. I got every flow, okay? Because he definitely has a new, some new stuff out, and people really bobbing to it. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, and I like Meek Mill's music, so yeah, I didn't get to see what new stuff he had. So I would never follow a gay page. If y'all real people and letting these computer control your mind, y'all done. Okay? So there was something on Twitter with Meek Mill page basically liking gay porn. Okay? Etc. Etc. Right? Okay. Now, that is what's being said between, DJ Academics and Meek Millie. Okay? Also, people are saying now we know why Diddy got so excited when he heard Meek Mill talking about freaking. Y'all can see the picture right here. Diddy looking weird. Then they also put up P. Diddy had 15-year-old Justin Bieber stuttering when he pressed him for not wanting to hang out with him anymore. Diddy was 41 in this video. That was an uncomfortable video if y'all did not see the video. Justin Bieber was so little. He was just so innocent. And then you already knew that Bieber was around Diddy before because he said, why you don't hang out with me no more? There might be a reason why he not hanging out with him, right? All right. Now, Meek Mill also says academics an alcoholic fully powered by the white man. Who you think posting that on every website? They be so mad they can't stop its few groups. Laugh out loud. Now, DJ Academic says, nah, this guy is burnt out. A producer called him and Diddy gay. He mad at everybody and addressing everything, but the guy who said, addressing everything but that, the guy said I made it up. Okay? So, and then they're posting up a picture when Diddy and Meek Mill had matching outfits on. Listen, and they looking kind of zesty in here. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially Meek Mill. Look how zesty he look right here. I don't know what it is. When things start getting presented, then you start looking at everything else and it makes sense, because a lot of people, don't see until things are mentioned. So they saying in the Thanksgiving, remember when they talked about the Thanksgiving in Young Miami? Also, once again, Mr. Jones pushed her off because we're talking about Young Miami's cousin now. Young Miami's cousin supposedly essayed him, groped him. The following are images of a video of Young Miami and her cousin, Mr. Jones and Mr. Combs. Then they are showing pictures of, they blanked out the girls' faces, but they're saying that they're underage females. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what's being said about that. Now they also have a trigger warning on the court documents, because it says this document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Additionally, there are graphic images of their aftermath of a shooting, redacted images of sexual intercourse, redacted images of minors, sex workers, and prostitutes, details of sex trafficking, and the illegal distribution of guns and drugs. Okay, so that is basically everything summed up and everything. If you read the 73 pages of this document, let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comments below. But we're gonna get into some of these comments. But before we get into, let's get into this video first, and then we're gonna get into the comments and everything else, right? So, a woman comes out, okay, because this person also had to be mentioned in it because I did read something about a shooting in New York City in the 90s. And she basically saying that Diddy, shot her in the face. Yes. So let's get into this video clip. Now I'm going to play some of the video clip. The rest will be on my Instagram. You can either hit eToxic Tea Lounge up. That's the main one. Or eToxic Tea Lounge 2. That's the backup. Make sure y'all follow my backup. We need to get that running. We need to get the numbers up. Okay. But anyway, let's get into the video.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Lil Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him.
So she's basically saying this is what she endured in the 90s. Okay. This is not nothing shocking, and I actually believe her. I just feel like a lot of things that are in the dark is slowly but surely coming out to the light. And yeah, sometimes some people might come out exaggerating online and get a little coin, but then you have the ones that actually endured and all this stuff from Diddy throughout the years and throughout their careers and stuff like that. And I just feel like it's never really too late to come out and speak your piece and get it off your chest, because powerful people in the industry can definitely have a hold on people, especially, intimidating them, holding things over their head, threats, a whole bunch of stuff comes to play because these powerful people actually has a rap sheet or history, or they known of these people actually getting into work and really doing what they say, right? So I believe her. I believe a lot of the things that's being said about Diddy, and that's just how it is. There always has been speculations throughout the years, from the 90s, from Tupac's death, Biggie's death, a whole bunch of stuff that, Diddy was like around for, middleman for, and all type of stuff. So I'm glad everything is coming out. But let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about her coming out and basically saying, listen, I was the one that was in that club that was mentioned, and I got shot in the face, and I seen Diddy do it, and blah, blah, blah. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, let's get into some of these comments, okay? That's what we're going to do. Let's see. P did it. I'm curious if anyone in the comments saying she's lying was actually read those court documents. Quick to call people liars, but everyone's saying the same thing about you isn't lying. There's some truth in every lie. Puff will probably have to flee to another country. Any real person who can read between the lines knew when that shooting happened. Diddy made Shine take the fall. That's why after his bid, he got out of America and went home to Belize. And now he's an ambassador. Then Puff said his legal fees and cashed him out. Okay, so Puff paid his legal fees and cashed him out. She's lying. Girl, bye. Biggie wasn't cockeyed. He just knew no matter what, he had to keep an eye on P. Diddy. It all makes sense now. He definitely was looking at P. Diddy. It looked like he looking at P. Diddy, ain't it? Now, all right, that entire Diddy lawsuit is talking about SA, trafficking, sex with minors, drugging, etc. But y'all are on here focusing on who might be secretly gay. You guys are so worthless and embarrassing. That is true. Everywhere online. Oh my God, Meek Mill's on a download. Oh my God, Stevie J. Oh my God, this person. Oh my God. Who cares? I mean, yeah, let's out the downloads because nobody got time for that, right? But there's a bigger picture here. There's a real big picture here, okay? Let's get into some more of these things. Diddy got exposed for SA and trafficking, and the main thing on the timeline is MEEKMILL G. We really ridiculous and intellectual times. Okay? Y'all, this is crazy. I'm so sorry, but Diddy and everyone else in this lawsuit being potentially queer is not the problem. The fact that there's allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and engaging in acts involving underage children is the problem. Right. The picture they put in his court documents is crazy. Look at Diddy. He looks stressed out when I tell you. He look like he 80, 100 years old. All right. Let me get into some more what Meek Mill said in his Twitter, okay? Y'all see those rappers with gay styles? They want that look. Leave that to them. I come from that gangster stuff, surviving in the jungle, okay? He also says, eliminate anything toxic to the black culture immediately. Y'all see these, hold on. He also says, every black blog site a chance that post to make me seem gay. I change laws for our people. I donate millions. They are designed to destroy the image of black leaders. It can't work with me, though. You gotta really kill me. Still will get bigger after death. This God, he's talking it. So basically, I'm sorry to do this, but he's using the black man card here. Sir, this is not about that. Okay, if you are on the down low, you on the down low, you were brought up in a court documentation. Out of everybody else, is only specific people that are named in this court document. Why you out of everybody, right? It's not because you're a black man. It's not because of none of that. It's maybe because maybe it's true. Who knows, right? But let's, please. Okay, was you trafficking woman? The F is wrong with you, Brody. He talking to Andrew Tate because Andrew Tate said, so P. Diddy was having sex with Meek Mill and Usher? He just asked a question. And then Meek Mill, here he go, are you trafficking woman? And then Andrew Tate said, I only asked a question because everyone is saying it happened. It's true or not. Right. Allegedly, British pop star and former Little Mix member Jessie Nelson was recruiting girls for Diddy alongside a Young Miami. She is allegedly being sued for $30 million in new lawsuit. All right. They also said Jennifer Lopez to transport his illegal firearms into NYC nightclub. Mr. Combs forced his then artist Shine to assume responsibility for the shooting of several individuals. Mr. Combs used his power, money, and influence to bribe jurors and witnesses, such as the friend of the shooting victim, Natanya Rubin, if I'm saying it correctly, who reported to law enforcement that she saw Mr. Combs and not Shine pull the trigger and shot her friend in the face. Natanya Rubin later testified at Diddy's criminal trial that she was tying her shoe and may not have seen who shot the gun. She later confessed that Mr. Combs paid her. This is all crazy, okay? I'm not gonna lie, this is all crazy, okay? For one, nobody really cares if anybody is gay or any of that. Be true with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these rappers and gangsters, those be the main download ones because they always trying to prove that they're not gay. They always have some type of convincing that they're trying to do for the world. They, a lot of the downloads be around a lot of girls and actually have intercourse with a lot of females to put on that persona, I'm straight, I get all the girls type stuff. Believe me, that actually happens. But at the end of the day, like I said, nobody cares if anybody's on a down low and stuff like that because eventually y'all are going to get outed. If you're not going to out yourself and be honest with yourself and with people that you're around or doing it with, eventually you're going to get outed by somebody else. So I feel like it's best to do it yourself. Like, we're in 2024. Why is everybody still hiding? Why is everybody not being honest with their sexuality? Like, what is the problem? What is going on? You understand what I'm saying? Diddy's getting what's coming to him. I just feel like a lot of people in the industry are probably doing a lot of weird stuff that just has not been caught yet. Okay, now Diddy has been in the industry for a very long time. We have been hearing things since the 90s, okay, of his involvement with this and with that and with that. And then all it took was that one strong person to come out, go viral, put a lawsuit. Cassie, she came out and she said, listen, I'm tired of this. I want to get this off my chest. She already moved on. She was already, have her child, all types of stuff. She was already doing what she had to do. But it was just time, okay? Now, of course, it's always going to be somebody else coming out, because it always takes that one person to have, to be brave, to show everybody else that, listen, we can do this. You can be brave. Get it off your chest, because it's not healthy leaving things unsaid and having all this weight on your shoulders. It is good to let things out. And if you endured anything in life and you're scared, just come out and just talk about it, okay? It's gonna be a relief when I tell you, okay? Now, it's unfortunate that there are people out here that lie on people to try to get them in trouble just for being spiteful, or they're just trying to get a coin and stuff like that. Those are the people that mess it up for the people that actually is telling truth on their side of what's going on in their life or what happened to them, etc., right? But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this. I'm going to be doing single videos to different topics, and then I'm going to do my little comps here and there. But this is one video, literally one video, and I made it lengthy for y'all, okay? So my next video is going to be about Krishan and Blueface and that whole thing. So that segment is going to be only about that situation. Okay, but anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. And until then, toodaloos. Mwah.
I got some racks and I want some. Still got them cats in the hood, call it give and go. Hit with nigga, man, bitch in the figure 4. Let me fuck when I want, I just come in.